Good morning. We want to welcome all the entrepreneurs that have stepped on here with us this morning to spend their time with us on this Memorial Weekend here in the States. It is a time that I wanted to make sure that everybody, that yes, you might be getting a long weekend away from your job. You might be getting some time off that you feel that's well deserved. But I want you to do one thing for me today, if not two. I want you to stop long enough to say a prayer for those that did not make it back, that has given us this time freedom that we have within the States. Canada's was last weekend. So they did their time and their honoring of the soldiers and the people have put their life for us to have this freedom. So if you're out and about today, stop if you see a veteran. If he's got a hat on, if he's wearing a shirt saying I'm a veteran, or if he's got his proud that he's wearing, whatever it is, stop, shake his hand, say thank you, keep on walking. If you see one at a restaurant, pay it forward, pay his meal today. Why not? Because we have given our time in the different war zones in the different areas to be able to make sure that we have the time freedom to be able to come here to America and or the Canada area, our friends there, and be able to build our lives to do the things that we want to do, to be able to go out here and be able to build a business online like we are, to be able to build a brick and mortar because we have products or services that we want to sell to people, to be able to be that air conditioner technician or that air conditioner owner of that corporation, to be able to be that electrician, that plumber, to be that crane operator, to be that housewife, to be that teacher, the accountant, secretaries, they all matter. We're all here to move this earth into a different direction because we are creating more within our life. So don't take for granted what we have, and don't let those that are trying to run your country for you overstep you because they work for you. We the people, remember that. May grab somebody's hearts right then, I don't care, because this is our country and we have the choices to say and have a voice and do the things that we are doing and creating, because we are co-creators within this earth, co-creators to make the new things and new places and the new products that are helping people that are within sicknesses. So don't hamper those that have an idea just because you did not. Don't hamper those that might have that one idea that could shift the entire world, the whole country, the whole universe. Who knows? Those that have the different things that could come out to bring something better to someone's life that is hurting. Listen to those ideas because they might actually be helpful and assisting. Just know that we have the power within this mind to be able to work with this machine that we have been in since the day we have been born. Be able to work every day to have that knowledge, to be able to go out there and release those self-doubts and fears. Do we need those in our life? Yes. Can we actually harness those and know we only allow them when we want? Do you understand that part? We have that control. We have a guided system within us that is just protecting us from day one. It's called your guardian angels, your source guidance, whatever you truly want. I just know mine is tired. Likes to take a break every once in a while because I run my guardian angel ragged, because I have the creative ideas and I run my life on full speed at full energy, because this is a day that is giving to us to be able to be that creator. So that time that you're sleeping is a time to just relax the physical body that you're in. But just know you can get up and go out and be that creator and do the different things that you have in that mind. Those aren't just dreams that you're having. Those are creations that you're having. Those ideas, those thoughts, you can take those and actually make them into manifestations and bring them to your life. And to be able to see right there, it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. I was able to create this and do this, and now I can have this, and now I can go here and do something else that can help another country, another city, another town. Wow, this is pretty fun. To be able to have the technology that can move people in a whole different direction of life, just by a touch of a button now. And it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We was talking in here a moment ago about Tesla and his ideas about all the satellites that he's fixing to launch to be able to get internet service continuously across the world, through the ocean liners, through the airplanes, through the sailboats if you're out there on a sailboat. I love sailboats. So if you're out there living your life, no matter where you're at, even on the mountainside, you would probably be able to get internet service now. Not now, but it's coming. This is things they're working on. This is where the technology and everything is moving towards. Right now, we are limited to cell towers and cables. There's fixing to be where we don't have to be limited. So if they're thinking that big, how big are you thinking? Do you want to be in that forefront of it and be like right there in the midst of the, or right there at the beginning, to know that you can move your life in a whole different direction because things are evolving daily? We're talking in here to Miss Crystal here just a moment ago, and she's going to step out and have the anxiety and fears that she's working through. What I was talking about, the mind control that we're working on each day with ourselves, the habits that we're shifting within our own mind each day by telling ourselves that we love us and it's going to be okay. Yes, I understand that I have the little bit of anxiety and this fear of something, but how can I work through that just a little bit? Where did it truly come from and why am I? And then how can I break it? Because it is just a chain that we have put in there. So now we're going to break those chains of different fears and anxieties. So Miss Crystal is fixing to take a trip for the first time by herself. She has a little anxiety over that, which is explainable. It's understandable. Yes. So everybody will have a little anxiety. I have anxiety when I go to travel. Me, I want to get to the airport, when they say, get there. Once I'm past that line of security and all the BS and gotten my bags and I can get over there and now I'm waiting on the plane and it's not waiting on me, because I promise you, guess what? They don't wait on you. That plane will smooth take off without you if you're not at that gate. So I have anxiety until I get on the other side. Is it a major anxiety? No, but I can feel it within me. Sweaty palms, a little bit under my arms. And then, I can feel the tingles on my, and it's kind of like, let's get inside. Don't talk to me until I get inside. You can ask Carol. And then on the road trips, if we have a major road trip that we're fixing to take, yes, I have a little anxiety until everybody is in the truck. And then it's like, okay, we're in the truck now. Everything is packed. Everybody's comfortable. Everybody's got everything situated, because I'm about to put it in drive. Once I put it in drive, we leave that gas station and now I'm on the road and it says you have 68 miles to your next turn. I know I got a good hour and a half of, let's turn on some music. Let's have some good conversation. Let's have some good fellowship, whatever. I can relax then. So anxiety of travel is within us all. So don't think you're alone. So Miss Crystal, can you step out for a second and talk to us a little bit about the trip and the anxieties and the things that you're having and what you're working through right now?
Yeah, glad I was my parents kind of girl. Before I met my husband and I was a young teen mom. Um,
You're a little bit low, Crystal, on your microphone. All right,
there, is
she's
that better?
no. It was better a while ago. It's you're way out right now.
Hmm. Here, I'll come back into the group here. Give me a second.
Okay. So, but anxiety and fears, we all have them. We all have self doubt within ourselves because of something that we have never tried before as well. The new technology that is steadily evolving each day. The people that didn't understand Facebook at the beginning and they wanted to, dive in and figure it all out when it first started. Guess what? It just got started 2000, 2003, somewhere around there. So it's still new and people still don't understand it because they dove into something that was brand new and the kids were just evolving it. And by that time, it is just evolving into more. There you go, Miss Crystal.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay, is that a lot better?
much better.
Okay. So as I was saying, I used to just all willy-nilly. I had no worries. I never really felt anxiety other than like if I was in a confrontation with a friend, but I never had that title anxiety. I was always like, oh, I was panicking or I was nervous or whatever. But over the past few years, I've become more of a homebody. And I'll make plans with even my best friend. And then the plan comes up, that night comes around, and I make silly excuses and I will back out of all my plans and deals. All because I just get anxious. I'm like, well, I don't know where we're going, or I don't know who will all be there. How busy will it be? How loud will it be? What kind of environment? Like all these what ifs fly through my head and I let them control me. And so I'm joining this group this weekend with a bunch of other like-minded entrepreneurs. And I knew that I was in a safe place in our chat group, and expressed to them that I was having some anxiety about traveling to a city I've maybe only been to 5 times in my life. I'm not so worried about the highway travel. It's once I get to the city, where am I going? Where am I going to park? Is my car going to be okay? Am I going to find the right way? Am I going to go to the right hotel? Just so many different thoughts flying through my head. And so I just opened myself up in the chat, made myself a little bit vulnerable, and I shared with them. I said, I am so excited about this weekend. I'm so excited to learn. I feel like I absolutely need to be here, but my brain sure is trying to drive me in the different direction. And all the messages I got back were just so positive, and people were like, I'm in the same boat. I'm feeling the same anxiety. I've told my husband I'm going to back out. I'm not going to go. I'm going to get my refund. And they're giving me heck. And my husband even did the same thing. He's like, Crystal, you'll be fine. I don't know why you worry. You're a good talker. You're a very people person. But it just seems like those little voices in your head, like the devil that sits on your shoulder, kind of can get the best of you at times. And so this morning I woke up because I'm on the highway right after work. I done at 4:30 and I'm out the door, and the highway out of town is literally 1 minute from my work, and I'm going. And so I sat on the edge of my bed this morning, and I just took some deep breaths. And I always talk to my grandma. My grandma passed away in 2005. And I call her my little guardian angel. And so I was just talking to her and just saying, Grandma, help me with my strength. And, I'm going to set out my intentions to have, a good trip. I'm going to find my way there. I'm going to make it on time. I'm actually stopping at my mom's tonight. She's only an hour from Edmonton. And so that I'm going to save some money so I don't have to pay for hotels in Edmonton because they're expensive. So I just setting out those intentions to, have the safe travels, have a good visit with my mom, and get up early tomorrow morning so that I give myself time. Because when you're more pressed for time, that anxiety is 10 times what it is, what it can be. So, and I find that that's where a lot of my problem is I tend to be a procrastinator. So that's one thing I got to work on as myself too. So this morning was a good morning. I woke up feeling very refreshed and revived, and those intentions I was throwing out there have really kind of settled me. And I'm talking with you guys too will really help. It's kind of like when you vent, it helps you. So
Yes, definitely. And then the whole thing that, you worked yourself through that, so coming here, you know, before in life and then before you started coming within this and started making these more intentions that you just said a minute ago, because would you have been able to have the better intentions of knowing now that, okay, you woke up and said, you know what, I'm going to have a good drive. I'm going to be okay. My car will be perfect. I will have the perfect parking spots of where I need to be at. That's going to be right there by the event. My time with my mother is going to be awesome. The drive from there to the event, all the people, the hugs that I'm going to get and receive from the people that are just open and honest because they're going through the same crap as I am and learning something new just like I am, bringing my life into a whole different direction and shifting the energy and the thought processes. So those intentions you gave to yourself right there will make a good flow. But you have to continuously keep talking those good intentions, even while you're driving down the road. Even when you get out of the car and you start walking up, you're going to have a little anxiety of, oh crap, I'm meeting new people. I don't know these people. I've only seen them online and I'm fixing to get hugs. Oh my God, people are going to be touching me. And you're going to be like, you know what? These are going to be the most electrifying hugs. These are going to be the most loving energy that I have ever felt within my life. Is going to be touching me and surrounding me and be around me. I want to feel their auras and I want to thank them for the knowledge and the wisdom that I am about to receive. Now you're talking. Now you're bringing that energy to you. Now you will not have that anxiety. Now you will not have that fear. Because when you go up there, you will be able to hold your head up high, your shoulders back, and you'll be able to walk into that crowd as a leader because you know what you're doing. You have set your intentions. You know what you came to get. You're walking into that location. You're like, you own it. I own every location that I walk into because that's the way I feel. No matter what job I go to, whatever meeting I go to, I don't care if I'm the littlest man in the room. I walked in with my head held high because I was there for a reason. I sat across the table for so many powerful people, people that had more money than we could ever even fathom. And they throw it at money, burn it in barrels all day long. But I sat right across them and put my pants on the same way they did, one leg at a time. So I spoke to them just like I speak to everybody in here in the morning times. How are you doing? How's your day going? How's life? How's the kids? How's the wife? Some of them I talk to, how are the wives? JJ talks about a lot, his wives. I've met the men who truly have wives. And if they buy one a Mercedes, they got to buy every single one of them Mercedes. If they buy one of them a house, they got to buy every single one of them a house. So now have a second thought about how many wives that you want to take care of. Because here, I know a lot of people that are struggling just to take care of the one wife. Yes, it is a good day to have a good day. And we have some good energies, good technologies, good things that are evolving within this life, within your world. We are at the forefront of things that are at our fingertips that are shifting this entire world quickly. Are you staying up to date with it? Are you moving with it? Are you evolving within your life? Are you staying within the mindset of all this computer technology is just going to go away? It's not going away. It's only getting more and more into your life because everything that you have, they have, we got the cell phones, you've got the little watches, the iWatches, you got things all over the place. Billboards are electronic. Go to New York, there ain't a daggum thing that's not electronic floating around by a computer system that somebody's sitting somewhere in an apartment that sits over there every once in a while, throws up something new all day long. Advertisement flowing everywhere. Billboards down the highway starting to go to electronic, so they don't have to pay the guys to go out there and put the new paper on there anymore. What did I see yesterday? It was an 18-wheeler hauling. How many people shop online? Raise your hand. Anybody in here shop online? Yes. Okay, Carol. Yes. You better raise your hand. All right. Now, working online, building a business through Amazon. How many of you have an Amazon account? Not just to buy, but actually a product store that you can send people to. And when they purchase, you make a commission check off of that type of Amazon account. How many of you have gotten into that part? Wow. Okay. That is another residual income that could be coming in. Because once you build your own Amazon store and you have it set up and you go in and you start purchasing products from yourself, you make commission checks from yourself. Now, what is one of the biggest deliveries right now is the delivery corporations that are going out, right? You have your UPS, you have your local postal services have been around. They are now in the game. Why? Because they deliver on Sunday just as well, packages. They have certified just packages company, not just the mail. So postal service is in the game. UPS is in the game. The yellow trucks, whatever that one is in the game. FedEx is in the game. And now what did I see yesterday? Amazon Prime trucks. Yes. I seen a buttload of them on some 18-wheelers getting hauled out. And it said Prime on the side, Amazon on the back. So now they will now have their own delivery service corporations as well. They will have their own hubs. Now, do y'all see where this is going? Do y'all see the evolving of everything that we have going on? Not just about the motivation of why we're in here. We're now everything. We're talking life every day, guys. Every time that we have gotten in here, we've uplifted you and talked a little bit of life of what's going on and how we can release ourselves of the fears and the things that are going on, but just getting knowledgeable about what's going on to why we can release some of that fear that we have fear of. There's no reason to fear Facebook. There's no reason to fear Instagram. It is just another computer system made by a human being just like you. And all you have to do is look at it, press the buttons, check it out, click through it, and then you'll be able to see exactly what you need to do as well. Having fun within this life in this digital world, knowing that we're waking up every day and we're passing a message out that has been passed for thousands of generations, and it's the message of love. Are you loving yourself and creating more within you? What are you creating within you? I want everybody to start challenging your mind, start challenging yourself, start doing some drawings, start doing something a little bit different. If was a musician or like to play the guitar or an instrument, pull it out of the closet, knock the dust off of it, set out some tunes. Some of those that used to do beatboxing and maybe some music writing at one time, maybe got some new tunes coming out. Who knows? Hey, those who used to do DJing, that music used to move you for a reason. Why? It gave you some high energy. You were back there able to sling some records and have some fun and throw out some good words. And what did you do? You brought high energy to the room. People still need DJing. Parties at their backyard at home, barbecue, stuff like that. Bring it out. Let your creativity flow, guys. That's the biggest part that I want to bring out this weekend. And saying thank you to your military veterans. All right, I'm going to pass this on to Brother Julio. Julio, we got 10.
I was waiting for you to pass the road, man. You took too long. But good morning, y'all. I'm just messing with Thomas. I want to go back to the topic at hand, which is why I was like, oh, this is getting deep. We got to record this. We can't just, like blow by this, because it was too in-depth of a topic, whether it be a person who considers themselves to be a homebody and getting out of their comfort zone in that way, or whether it be our mentality. That's where I steer to. I was thinking about this morning, and this is why I'm like, you got to hit record, Thomas, because what Chris was saying was so in depth. We've all been operating. I speak about it all the time. We've all been operating a certain way for so long, and it made me think about the example that Les Brown uses, and I think Jim Rohn has used it. A couple other speakers have used the example of, the elephant, and the elephant being, planted in the ground, where they tie something around the elephant, and then boom, they tie it to a stick, and then they'll hammer it in the ground, and then from that elephant being an infant, they've trained that elephant to make it think that it couldn't, pull out that plug, that it had no energy, it didn't have any strength, it had to be obedient in order to stay stuck in that situation. It had to be obedient, it didn't have the power or the strength, to leave. So that elephant grows and matures, and and it goes from being a baby elephant to being a full-grown mature elephant, and still thinks that it doesn't have the power to move that plant in the ground, that it doesn't have the power to break the rope, to set itself free, to let itself go, because of what? The training and the mentality, the thinking of that elephant. It had been trained to operate that way, so you hit on it a second ago, Thomas, in referencing that it's like you didn't say it this way, but that's what you were saying, as far as our brains like operating on an autopilot or a safety. We're always like, our brains are, they're catered to, they're designed rather to operate off of safety, protecting us, protecting, where we should go or where we shouldn't go, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, and our brains are literally trained to operate a certain way, but the reality of it is we can operate in freedom. We can do, of course, without, stupid stuff not included, we can do anything we want to do in this life. The only thing that is stopping us is us. The only thing that is stopping us is how we think, how we process, what we believe to be possible, or our lack thereof. That's a reality. Our like, because of how we've lived for so long and how our brains have been trained, we're not going to blame it on any person or any one thing or whatever, whether it be our parents, schooling, the system, government, whatever, we're not going off in that, but it all starts in our mind and what we believe is possible, what we believe, can come true, what we believe about ourselves. The concept of starting with your why, comes to mind, and it's kind of like, well, why do you do what you do? Why do you want to do it? Why are you stuck in your current situation? Well, go ahead, Thomas, you want to add something?
On that why, everything you do in life, understand the why are you doing that. Everything. Why do you work that job? Why are you married to that beautiful woman? Why do you drive that type of car? Why are you wearing this type of clothing? There's a why for everything. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but that's what it is. So it's we're only operating under our own limitations, you know. So if you begin to tell yourself, because she was speaking about, Crystal was speaking about, like, you know, giving herself affirmations and speaking life instead of the anxiety she was feeling, instead of the fear that she was feeling. You know, fear tells us, you know, that we can't do something, or fear tells us, you know, hey, what if? I know you didn't go off and name them, but I'm pretty sure based off of the feedback you've given us this morning, every what if popped into your head. Every negative what if popped into your head on why you shouldn't get off that couch, on why you shouldn't go take this trip, on why you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. You know, I'm we're literally we speak daily on retraining the mind, resituating and how this thing up here, this computer, the best designed computer, you know, operates. You know, and once we get out of that fear, once we get out of our own way, you know, only then do you realize what is really possible. Only then do you really realize what potential you have as a person. However, when this day is done, guess what? Tomorrow you're gonna have to start all over, you know, right back from square one. And what I mean by, like, retraining your mind, practicing affirmations, practicing what's possible, you telling yourself you can do this. Stop telling yourself you can't. You know, I mean, whatever those things are, washing yourself with positivity, affirming yourself in greatness, affirming yourself in positive things, affirming yourself in the I ams or the I can instead of the I can't, you know, taking that fear out of the equation, you know, and saying, I can do this no matter what. What is possible lies within me. I can stretch past my limits. And guess what? If today I decided, Thomas talks about it and he'll interject it every once in a while. Today, if I'm not able to do 50 push-ups, all right, whoop-de freaking do. But guess what? I can go do 10, right? And then two hours later, I can go do 10 more. I can do 10 more and 10 more. And before I know it, guess what? I've hit 50. And then tomorrow I might be able to do 60, and the day after that I might be able to do 70, and the day after, bam, why? Because I'm pushing past my own limitations, what I believe to be possible. If you guys can do that, man, this world is going to grow. Ideas like what Elon Musk is throwing out there, you know, you know, with the concept of satellites being all. Imagine how many ideas you have as a person. Imagine how many ideas, and this is not one person. This is everybody watching this on YouTube, watching the replay. You know, whether it being streamed to somebody you're watching me right now through it being shared through Facebook, whatever. What is possible with you, person? You know, get past your limitations, man. Get past them. Once you get past them, the road is clear. It's like the Red Sea being parted. You know, you look and you go, man, I can't even swim. How the heck am I going to get past all this water? You know, if you believe you are only operating off of limitations, then before you know it, bang, you're gonna see that Red Sea part. You're gonna see division and go, wow, this is a lot easier than we thought. All it was me taking those first steps. All it was me believing that I could do it. All it took was me putting a little elbow grease activity and taking this idea and putting it on and then saying, hey, how can I formulate a plan to get to the next step? And then once you get there, you're going to be given more. That's why Thomas always asks us, are we ready to receive? Well, are you ready to receive the possibility that you can do anything? Are you ready to receive that possibility? Are you ready to receive the wish that, hey, what if you excel? What if you do millionaire? What if you become the best dad that the world has ever seen? What if you become the best wife that the world has ever seen? What if you become one of the greatest educators? What if you invent something that every person on this earth is going to forever use from now until all of us end, until the world ends? What if something great is going to happen? What if you spark change in the heart of millions? How about that what if? Receive that what if and what's possible. Not, this fear, I'm gonna hold on to it. You're not gonna get anywhere. You know who's your adversary? It's not the enemy, it's not the devil. It's the person looking at you in the mirror. You, person, you are your worst enemy. Once you can get past yourself and your own limitations, anything is possible.
Anything, anything. Can y'all feel all that? Feel the energy, feel the love, feel the passion when the man speaks. Why? Because we know we have the energy and we've harnessed and we are creating and bringing the new life to direction and harnessing the energy that we have found within our life. And that is bringing the manifestations of creativities that we know that we are the one that designed them. No one else has designed anything within my life except me. Now, has there been a path already laid out for the things and the greatness that he wants me to do? Yes. But what is he going to do? He's going to let me run that path until I finally break down and say, you know, I need you beside me. But I found out a long time ago, I asked him to walk with me the whole way so we can keep this baby rolling. And that's what we do. So we walk each day and we ride this baby and have fun with it each day because I enjoy the creativity that he has put on here. And I enjoy the creativity that he has given me to be able to live out my life. I enjoy the creativity of that beautiful woman sitting in that hammock over there that I get to spend my time with now. I enjoy that time that we're going to go and we're going to go hang out at the lake and we're going to do different things. Why? Because I am grateful for the things that are given within my life. Miss Crystal, I see you got your hand up again, baby. You got a question?
Well, more of a thank you. I just, your guys' words, I'm like, okay, what would Thomas say? And also I also say, what would Julio say? Because you guys can just like let it roll off your tongue. And as soon as you say it, it's like, yes, that's what I need to be saying to myself. So I almost need your guys' little voice recordings in my pocket to go out throughout my day so that I can just press play and say, okay, they got my back. I'm good. And I can do this. And my intentions are being set. So I just want to say thank you for your wisdom, your voice, your everything that you guys share with us every day. It's just so fabulous. So thank you again.
Voice recorders in your pocket. I like that, Shannon. It's called YouTube. Ah, Thomas Lee Warden.
Touche.
Thomas Lee Warden YouTube channel. Yes, you can go get all these good nuggets and listen to them. And the best part about it is actually what we could, I'll do that. I'm going to do some little break and cuts and clips. And then that way it's just a bunch of little clips and broken down and different stuff. And that way it's all on there as well. So, nice. Good ideas. All right, Brother Ryan is in the house this morning. He has been off busy running around the countryside, living his life. And he has stopped long enough today to catch internet service and is going to come in and give us a little bit of reading today. Brother, good to see you this morning.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'll just get right into this. What I got today from Think and Grow Rich is on point with today's message, so I'll jump right in here. When Henley wrote the prophetic lines, "I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul," he should have informed us that we are the masters of our own fate, the captains of our souls, because we have the power to control our thoughts. He should have told us that the ether in which it is this little earth floats, in which we move and have our being, is a form of energy moving at an inconceivably high rate of vibration, and that the ether is filled with a form of universal power which adapts itself to the nature of the thoughts we hold in our minds and influences us in natural ways to transmute our thoughts into their physical equivalent. If the poet had told us of this great truth, we would know why it is that we are the masters of our fate, the captains of our soul. He should have told us with great emphasis that this power makes no attempt to discriminate between destructive thoughts and constructive thoughts, that it will urge us to translate into physical reality thoughts of poverty just as quickly as it will influence us to act upon thoughts of riches. He should have told us, too, that our brains become magnetized with the dominating thoughts which we hold in our minds, and by means which no man has familiarized, these magnets attract us to these forces, the people, the circumstances of our life which harmonize with the nature of our dominating thoughts. He should have told us that before we can accumulate riches in great abundance, we must magnetize our minds with the intense desire for riches, that we must become money conscious until the desire for money drives us to create definite plans for acquiring it. But the poet and not a philosopher, Henley contented himself by stating a great truth in poetic form, leaving those who followed him to interpret the philosophical meaning of the lines. Sorry for the stuttering, but that was very powerful. So Much love, fam.
Definitely. So, what is he doing? What do we keep talking about? What positive magnet, right? We're a magnet. What are you attracting? What are the thoughts that you're putting in there? What are you wanting to come back to you? You know, what is that one in that one book? I love money and money loves me. You know, you can say the same thing with anything. I love Carol and Carol loves me. I love my husband loves me. I love my job loves me. Put whatever you want into those things. What are you attracting? Because if you're happy about it, it's going to come back. And then it'll come back tenfold, all because you put the good energy of those attractions, those thoughts. I have the millionaire mindset. Why do I think that? Because I don't want that average mindset anymore. I've lived here for 40-something years and, 30-something years, and then I wanted to shift. So how did I need to shift? I needed to have a different thought process. So now we think the millionaire mindset every day. And then like Julio said, why not think the billionaire mindset? And you know what? Then some of us get to, why not the universe mindset? It's mine. I'm here. I'm going to take it all. I'm going to figure out what I need to do to get myself that kind of riches, because that's my energy. Now move your dreams, your designs into the direction that you want to do. If you like that just average and just getting by and just having enough money and you want just a little bit extra, cool. Make that dream come true. Then once you get there, you're going to be like, I see what he was talking about, saying I can accomplish anything. If I can make this little extra, why can't I make this? Now I see what he keeps talking about by leveling up within my life. And it's not about making this much more money, but how much more knowledge are you putting in there to be able to acquire that much more? What kind of physical activities are you doing to be able to have that much more of that kind of body that you're wanting? It's all what you're wanting to level up with, and just stepping into that every day and knowing each day is a new blank page that you get up and you get to write today on the intentions that you set. You know what you need to take care of. You know what your priorities that have to be taken care of today, unless you're on vacation like Carol and already got a, Bloody Mary in her hand, but it's all good. She's enjoying her life, but that's the way we roll. Are you enjoying what you're doing? Are you enjoying your life and the emotions that you're bringing it to? And if you are, you're winning the game. Waking up each day with happiness, waking up each day with good intentions, waking up with a positive mindset of knowing that you're going into a new direction, a new vibration, and a new frequency. That's what we're doing. So, all right. So Miss Shannon wraps us up. I know we've been in here for a little while. It is a holiday weekend for some people, and some are traveling, getting ready to go. So that's another thing I want to talk about. Also is if you are traveling for this holiday weekend, guys, be safe. Take your little time. You're not in a rush to get there. The little places where you're going, you'll be able to get your spots. You'll get the right one because you gave it the right intentions. You'll be able to set up your post, your flag at the beach, and know that, hey, this is my spot, and they'll know it. If you're going to the cabins, the barbecue pits and the squirrels are still going to be there. So just know that you'll be able to go enjoy those birds and squirrels and have fun. But just take your time. Enjoy the little moments, guys, because they could all be taken in a split second. Enjoy everything that we're doing. Say thank you to a veteran as well. Miss Shannon, I'll let you pass it off to you here, babe.
Morning, everybody. I am free. I am free to choose how I experience my experiences. I am free to discover new landscapes and to see with my new eyes. I am free to choose the path of my emotional sky. I am free from anything that is not positive. I am free to love, to know peace, and to bring joy. I am present in my freedom. I am free.
I am free. Say thank you to your veterans. Say thank you to all your loved ones. Say thank you for everything that you have within your life. Say thank you to you, and say I love you to you. And have an awesome weekend, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Love and appreciate you all.